In. How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more B Rally 4. And well, today I want to go full cheese on this game, basically trying to farm the championships as much as I can. And by farm, I mean farming them to appear, you know? Though before doing that, I probably want to get a little bit used to the game, so I'm just gonna do a random rally event, I guess, to kind of get used to it. Because you know, games like this that have relatively complex driving are a little bit hard to get used to. So I'm just gonna do a random rally event. Oh, that's very loud. My bad. There you go.
And right 5 into left 4 opens long.
Hey, did I capture the game? I'm assuming I did. I'm gonna check after this. I mean, I'm assuming I'm not dumb enough, and I did capture it.
Right 4 into left 3.
Okay, so hold on. See, the problem is that yesterday I played with Formula cars in Gran Turismo, which are quite different than how a rally car handles, you know, as you would expect. So yeah, I kind of have to get used to how these things handle. That's why I just wanted to do a random rally event. Well, the thing is that rally's handling in this game is not really the way every single category handles, but it's the hardest one, so I guess by being ready to do this one, you should be ready to do the other ones.
Left 6 and right 5
should be.
short, and left 5 and right 6. Square right narrows over.
But it's a shame. It is really one of those. Well, actually, talking about Gran Turismo 3, it's a very good parallel of games that the way the mechanics are made, they are very well made, but the progression is not good.
And right 3 open.
And that's the case on this game too, and it really is a shame because the core of the game is just very well done, but
right 4, don't cut.
really seem that some decisions that are, you know, very easy to modify, but it's already too late as the game is out, well, and it's been out for years. Just kind of keeps the game from being what it should be. Really sucks, but what can you do? This should be the end. Yeah. A lot of mist at the end there. That went well. Well, that went more than well. So, well, oh yeah, I need to see if I'm capturing. Yeah, I am capturing. I'm not that dumb. So, the thing is, if you want to farm events, the best way you can do it is by entering competitions that are either buggy or rallycross and then immediately exiting. So for example, you got this one, right? You make sure that the difficulty is at maximum and then you start, but as soon as you start, well, as soon as it says go, you put abandon race, and by doing that you're gonna get, oh, actually not in this one in particular because it starts from a semi-final. If you do it in, oh, we got 3-star events, but I think that 3-star events are a waste of time too. Like, if it's not a championship, it doesn't matter. Well, not to mention a championship that where you actually, you know, don't have a category already. But this one, rallycross and buggy that enter the final stage right at the beginning makes the game consider you that you finished 6th place, so they give you a little bit of money, which means that, you know, all the expenses about the, you know, the what you need to pay the crew that you have, like the engineers, like that's not gonna be a problem for not blame for abandoning like this, because it does give you like 4,000 guaranteed, right? And this works both with buggy and with B-Rally cross. It's a pain in the ass, obviously, but the thing is that it's either that, well, it's either that or nothing, because you gotta, if you want the events to refresh themselves, you gotta keep doing events. And the events refreshing themselves is the only way you can get championships. I'm pretty sure it's not related to performance whatsoever. It's simply related to you getting lucky. Like, that's it, you gotta get lucky. And yes, the normal way of doing it will be by participating in events normally and, you know, just waiting until it shows up. But I don't feel like doing that, I guess. I just care about the championships at this point, not to mention that at some point you do so many events that it really becomes repetitive, you know? It becomes repetitive to do the same events over and over again, so it's better to simply try to optimize the most you can the amount here. It's the only way. It sucks, yes, but I mean, I didn't tell the devs to do that. They did it themselves. So yeah, don't blame me. It really has to be one of the dumbest ways to progress that I've seen in a racing game. Like, I understand that you want randomness because you want to mimic how a career will be in real life, maybe, but I mean, it's a video game. Feel like the good thing about video games is that you don't need to tie yourself to the logic in real life. Though I feel like that's also not quite the case, like in the sense that it doesn't really mimic real life well. Because in real life, championships like those you will know way beforehand when they are gonna happen, so yeah, I don't think it really mimics real life that well either. So yeah, it's just very lame, but it's the fastest way to do it. Though I still haven't been able to confirm if winning does affect the chances of a championship to appear, but keep in mind that by doing this, I think I remember making a big rally championship appear by simply abandoning like this. So I don't really think that you need to win at all. I just think that you need to let time pass until you get lucky. So it is lame, it's stupid, but it is the way it is. I wish it wasn't like that. At this point, I don't even know if I will have the patience to do this until the world championships appear. Because here we're just talking about regular championships, but the world championships are supposed to be the tier that comes afterwards. So you essentially have to do this for very long, basically. Well, right now, but I think that it's just coincidence that, you know, that the events that are appearing right now are like 1 and 2 star events. I don't think it has nothing to do with the results. Though it also, I find it very scary the fact that not a single championship has shown up yet. But one thing that it does affect getting bad results is that you won't get sponsorships, but the sponsorships in this game are worthless, so it's not like you're missing anything. So don't worry about it. But on top of the fact that a championship appearing is rare, you also have to coincide with the discipline that you need. In my case, it's extreme Kana and buggy. It has to be those two, but maybe it won't be those two. Maybe it will be rally, or it will be hill climb, you know, or rally cross. Like, those are all 3 disciplines I already have a championship on, so The other thing that could maybe affect the appearance is the manager that you have, or well, agent, whatever they call it. But yeah, oh, okay, it seems that because of my results was decreasing are the offers that I get from engineers and company. Well, that's an interesting thing. Like, I don't think it affects the event. So I mean, you can see that here a 3-star event showed up. So, but it seems to affect sponsorships and also what you can get from. Oh, it doesn't seem like there is any here that I can quickly quit. I mean, I could quit hill climb, but events like hill climb, if you quit them at the beginning, you don't get anything pretty much. Like you simply, like you get 1,000, I think. I don't know 1,000 for what, because you're in dead last. Oh, well, not even 1,000, but you get the point. Well, that's a lot of 3 stars. So yeah, I don't think it's related at all. So I didn't know that you get less offers for having bad results, like less offers from employees. That's a new one. Pretty messed up, but hey. Still no championship. But it's hard to tell either way because the game is not transparent when it comes to that sort of stuff. To how the game works, you know? Or at least how the career mode works. Like, you know how a championship. And it's buggy, nice. Okay, so this is one of the ones I need, perfect. Before doing that, I probably should upgrade my buggy all the way that I can. I don't know how many upgrades there are left. Where are you? There you are. I can upgrade all of it. So let me get this. Okay, let me get that too. This too. Stability. That stat is a lie, because this machine is very stable. But for some reason, according to the game, it isn't. Alright, so we have upgraded this quite a lot, and now we're entering the championship. Just like that. And important thing is making the difficulty on 50. Because these championships are harder than normal events, and on top of that, I mean, with how rare they are to appear, I don't want to risk it, you know. Alright. Oh, everyone is using this car. Well, I don't blame them. It's the best car in the category, pretty much. In the discipline, I mean. Well, in the discipline and in the category. So now we're finally gonna be playing the game. Can you believe that? Now, I don't want to imagine how rare it's gonna be to see an extreme kind of championship, because assuming that all championships have the same chance to appear, you have 1 in 5 chance of a championship to be an extreme kind of one. So that's bad. So you can see that this looks pretty free, and you might be thinking, damn, you probably you exaggerated with the difficulty, but no, I didn't. It gets harder later on. Well, it gets harder later on, not just in this location, but also in the following locations. It also gets a lot harder. So not something that you want to deal with. Got him. Yeah. And most likely barely needed any repairs, nice. I also think that the way you cannot change difficulty in the middle of a championship is also kinda lame. Because, I mean, I understand in the very middle of the championship, but once you enter a championship and you want to redo the first race because you realize the difficulty that you pick is too high, I feel like you should be allowed to change it there, but no, you're not. Oh, that's literally the worst place I could have gone. It's fine, no worry. This is gonna give this race a little bit more excitement, you know? A little bit more excitement. It's also gonna give my wallet a little bit more space, because the repairs is something that I obviously need to pay. So, a little bit of both. I also read, trying to see if there was an easier way to make the championship appears, that apparently, well, this is something that only one person on the Steam forum said, and it will easily be, you know, not true. Apparently the World Championships only start appearing once you beating a championship of every discipline. So for example, right now, despite the fact that I beat the championship from the rally discipline, the World Rally Championship for rally is not gonna appear until I beat the remaining ones that I haven't beaten. Which is a little bit weird. I mean, since I need all the championships anyways, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. It's just that it will be convenient. Like, for example, if instead of a rally championship appearing, if instead of that a world championship of rally appeared, so that way you know, you can easily you know, complete the events you need without fearing repetitions. Well, eventually there will be repetitions when you already have a world championship for a specific discipline, but yeah. So in this location, at least, it does seem like this car is very overqualified. Very overqualified. Seems like it's doing extremely fast. What I do know is that, you know, I can guarantee that this did not happen in Rallycross. Like in Rallycross, I actually almost, well, in fact, I lost the last race. Just that it didn't matter because I had enough points, but that's the one thing that after I saw it, I'm like, I'm not falling for that shit again. And again, with how hard it is for these events to respawn, like, don't get me wrong, I would obviously love to try to fight the CPU at its highest, but yeah, not when losing the championship requires you to keep farming it like a moron until it decides to appear again, you know? Like, at that point, I want some guarantee, you know? So seeing here how I'm obliterating these guys without much effort, maybe for the World Championship I could consider, that was very bad. For the World Championship I could consider putting the difficulty all the way up, at least for buggy. For other disciplines, probably, you know. So really fucked up my car right there. Without a doubt. At least I think I do have enough money for repairs. I mean, keep in mind that here you don't get money until the championship is over, so if you are short on money, there will be times where you won't be able to repair. Okay, I'm getting hit by this wall a little bit too much. Just that I'm going too fast, you know? The game doesn't want me to go this fast. I'm really fucking up my car. At this rate, the repairs for this stage are probably gonna be in 5,000. That's my bet. 5,000, and that might be too low even. Might be more than 5,000. Because I'm really fucking the car up. Not because I want to, that everything that I'm doing is taking a toll on my poor little buggy. Well, not very little, honestly. Alright, well, I made it to the end, but I think that my buggy no longer likes me. Alright, so how much repair? Okay, that... Oh, I was about to say that wasn't that bad, but yeah, that's because I cannot fully do them. Well, you probably should repair the engine first. You see, by automatic repairs, it wasn't really repairing those things first. It was basically prioritizing some other shit that is not that important. Okay, I think it should be fine like that. Hopefully, at least in this stage, I don't damage it too much. Essentially, the body, the suspension, and the electronics are the only things I could not fully repair here. So, if I can manage to... well, to not keep fucking my car up, I should be able to fully repair it for the next stage. Should be. I shouldn't take this path also, guys. Like it's way worse than just taking the other path. Well, somehow that hit didn't deal that much damage. It seems that here I'm suffering from success. Like I'm going so fast that the walls close in a lot more. There's not much I can do about that. I think that taking the outer path there is for the best. I mean, that jump is gonna be annoying no matter what. It's probably even more annoying from there. I think that really... I think that my car is never gonna get fully repaired at this rate, huh? So how is it going, Wasabi? Yeah, the temperature here is thankfully relatively cool right now, so yeah, I'm allowed to play this game without cooking myself. Indeed. So yeah, playing it again. Seems that right now, well, here I'm thankfully inside of a championship, but getting a championship to appear is such a tremendous pain in the ass. It really is. And this won't appear after like 5 minutes of full farming. That doesn't sound like too much. Problem is that the farming is really mind-numbing. It's kind of different from something like a turn-based RPG where you at least see pretty things happening, you know, while you farm to level up. Here you should see menus. That's quite annoying. It is the way it is. Unfortunately, the progression of this game is not very well done, but it is what it is. So can I? No, I think that my car is even more fucked up than last time. I really am trying to avoid that, and I can. I legitimately can. Well, losing the position there doesn't matter as long as I get to qualify to the finals, and I do, so no problem. But yeah, the problem here is my car being... I really cannot fully repair it no matter what. I hope that at least the next track is more fitting for cars that are fast. It would also be nice if there was a way to max out the repairs in a given, you know, in a given part instead of having to just hold the... whatever. And the suspension and the bodywork are so fucked. It's fine. Hey, I need to somehow go even slower on the final jump, and I'm already going quite slow, you know. Apparently it's not slow enough. So I want to see if you go to the left what happens, because I've been to the middle and to the right, but the left... Okay, you don't want to go to the left. I mean, going to the left is kind of like going to the middle, but you go even slower, so... Not sure what's the point. Okay, I think that that's the first lap that I don't hit that final wall somehow. It's a miracle. That was a very fast lap, all things considered. 47. But mostly compared to the previous ones that have been a disaster. I do wonder how the... Of course. Then my suspension is red. That's a problem. Because I think that if one of your part breaks, I think that you might be forced to forfeit. I think that that's the way it works. So that will be a problem. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't need to forfeit anything. But something tells me it will be the case. Might be in need of forfeiting. As long as I don't keep crashing against more walls, it should be fine. Oh, that was the final lap. I thought there was another one. So how much money in repairs? Well, then there is still. Well, I can do that. Yeah, sure. And this one is in Russia, in Siberia. Is this the one that has like the extreme corner or what? And pretty funny to see all the cars being the exact same one. Pretty funny. So the bodywork is the one that is suffering the most here. I mean, if I manage to do this without accidents, I should be able to fully repair the car. Oh, wow, that's a very long shot. Well, it is a wide... Oh, what the hell? Okay. Did you see that barrel roll? Holy shit. Ouch. I guess those guys weren't interested. Damn, and as pretty as that barrel roll is, I gotta restart. God damn it. No, I already repaired here. That barrel roll was so cool. I wish the attempt was the right one, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't. At least this game allows you to restart like this. Where am I landing? Nowhere too bad. Okay. You certainly don't want to even get close to those things. You better watch out from a certain wrestler. None other than the Red Cyclone. We will see about the Red Cyclone, but I think right now the worst enemy is me, because these corners are hard, and my poor car cannot do much if the driver is no... Okay, I held... Okay, that worked, but I held the brake from wide early there, and I almost crashed. So even though most of the track is wide enough to not fear the wall so much, that one corner is, I think, enough of a problem. I think at this point anything is very scary, you know? I just hope I get to fully repair my car, dude. I think that I don't have my car fully repaired since the very first race. Wow, nice. Very nice corner. Don't worry about it. Still got it. Okay. And now this should be... Yeah, that's enough for a full repair though. I really want to see how money I spend on repairs in this whole event, because I cannot imagine it being a small amount, you know? This jump is so blind. Already starting with a hit. It's a very expensive discipline, I can tell you that. Man, uh-oh. Ouch. Well, somehow that hit didn't really damage me too much. But yeah. It is a problem how everything that you do can seemingly destroy your car. I think it's probably the most dangerous discipline because of all of the crazy jumps that you have to do. Because I mean, rally is also quite dangerous, but for the most part, well, thankfully I respawn immediately. But I think that rally, for the most part, if you go off track by a lot, at the very least, it lets you respawn just like that, and it usually doesn't damage the car. And then every other discipline is a lot easier to handle. Like basically, Rallycross and Extreme Cana are closed circuits, and Extreme Cana can have some very fucked up places, but for the most part, you're gonna be fine. Then the other discipline being hill climb, that is the easiest one. So in those you don't have to fear your car getting destroyed that much, but in this one, dude, your car really gets fucked like it's nothing. So here, you know, I've been thinking about trying like the difficulty all the way to 100. Like this one, for example, I barely won. You know that I could have restarted after some of the mistakes I made, but still, pretty messed up. But this is the final. So this car that I'm using right now, there are two more aside from me, and the other ones are all category 3 cars. Well, in this difficulty that doesn't matter. I wonder if in 100 points of difficulty, if the category really brings you down, because even if when you look on the shop, the category 3 cars are not that different from category 2 cars stat-wise, maybe it's through the upgrades that they get to shine more. And maybe you are allowed to do more upgrades on those that you're allowed to do on this thing that I'm using now. I don't know, it's hard to tell. And all of that costs money to try, you know. Yeah, I feel like at least one of the world championships I kinda wanna try them at full difficulty, even though I know it's a mistake 100%. I feel like otherwise I will, even if I finish the game, I will do so with regrets. So I don't know. So I'm just realizing how extremely fast this car is going, even on an uphill. Like it's going 260 something kilometers per hour, well 270 even. And that's faster than the hill climb car. And the hill climb car is supposed to be like the fastest one in the game, you know? So that's wild. And maybe for buggy I could try on the World Championship to see how the hardest difficulty is. Okay, that's clearly against my better judgment. My better judgment will never approve of something like that, no way. Okay, that's fine. Have been fun if one of these guys was close, but no. Well, we won the buggy championship, so another one we can tick out of the list. We got a nice amount of money as well. And then the Extreme Cana is the only one remaining. Surprisingly, there's also no podium here in buggy, even though it's more racing based, still no podium. So one thing that then I get all of the sponsorship crawling to me, huh? Pretty funny. But yeah, you can suck a cock. I'm more interested in this though. Though it seems that here... Oh, this guy is Argentinian. Well, Brian, ironically, is a relatively common name here, so that's believable. And well, Allen, yeah, it could be, I guess. Rare, but it could be. It's a shame that I didn't purchase better engineers when I had the chance, and now I'm stuck with the low-level ones. But yeah, what can I do? It's whatever. So, speaking of upgrades, I should upgrade some cars. So more upgrades are available later, and specifically this Mitsubishi. Wait, what? This upgrade doesn't do shit. I mean, it unlocks the next ones, but damn, talk about a scam. It's a very nice scam you got there. An amazing scam even. Oh, the brakes are certainly not a scam. At least all of these are straight up upgrades without anything bad about them. Install this. Oh wow, damn, 94 of braking. Hey man, it keeps going up. That's crazy. Okay, which other one? Well, the buggy, I already did it. What cars am I forgetting here? I did the rally hill. Okay, we rally cross. Team, acceleration 10, but your stability goes to absolute shit. That's pretty funny. Cool. At this point, I think my car is no longer able to steer. Too bad. Okay, everything purchased there. Oh, and the extreme can. I also forgot about this one, though none of these are available. Okay, well in that case, can take a break from that. Well, unfortunately now we are back to farming. As much as I would like for that to not be the case. We are back to farming for another championship to appear, though remember to put the AI all the way too hard so that the reward is higher. Though honestly, hold up, I actually want to do this event because I don't remember seeing this track before. I mean, it's on the same place as another track I already did, yes, but the specific variant with that weird spin, I didn't do it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's fine. But maybe my memory sucks and I actually did do this one, but not that I remember. It's a cute little spin, I guess. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Wouldn't surprise me if quitting the event as soon as it started will give me more money than winning it and having to spend so much on the eventual repairs. Wouldn't be a surprise at all. Here the real surprise is that despite this one being a one-stop, that's... Alright. Yeah, abandoning it here was very bad, I guess. I almost had to spend more... Oh, another championship. Ah, but it's hill climb. I unfortunately already have a hill climb. The only one remaining is extreme can. A hill climb is useless. Damn it. That's a shame. Yeah, we gotta keep farming. Eventually, what I need will appear. Eventually. But not yet. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. The fact that... You know... that you can get championships for disciplines you already have. That means you gotta eat shit. I also know if two championships can be active at the same time. Not sure about that. Maybe. Maybe not. Also, you know, another thing that I don't know is if the engineers working on the upgrades actually work. Well, on the upgrades. With disciplines that you are not using, or if they should stop on the disciplines that you don't use. Because I mean, with buggy and rally crossings, I'm constantly... Oh, I don't have anyone here. Well, I mean, I could do this. Whatever, this one doesn't make a difference. Well, and I guess here, not to mention that if you do need to do a specific discipline to unlock the parts, then the best thing you can do is do this cheese thing with the disciplines that you don't have. And that championship is gonna evade me every single time, because every time I see the laurels I get excited. I'm like, wait, we actually have a championship. Yeah, not the one I need, unfortunately. I'm surprised that hill climb was one of the first ones to appear. The extreme kinda is the last one that I need, and it's kinda refusing to appear right now. It's trying its best, but it's... Well, I don't think it's trying its best, actually. Oh, though, hold up. I kinda wanna try this rally cross just to see how fucked my stability is. Because my acceleration is the maximum it can possibly be. But I don't know what my stability can do. Or rather what it cannot do. But it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, it can still do corners. It seems that stability is the thing that matters the least for rallycross. I mean, I already noticed it before, but it seems to be the case. And full acceleration is something that is super good. I mean, acceleration is essentially the single most important stat for this. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you can tell that corners like this, I mean, they are not super sharp or hard to do. Nice 360, just like that. Just wanted to entertain the audience, you know. But I mean, after all, considering how hard the second place is. But and keep in mind that this is supposed to be the hardest difficulty. So I think that when it comes to buggy and rallycross, I fucked up. Wait, how do I... What's gonna happen if I do the choker lap when I already did it? Well, I didn't get penalized yet, because that additional time is for respawning. Am I gonna get penalized when I cross the finish line? Or maybe I get penalized at the end of the race? Wait, I didn't get penalized. What? Unless... You know, that reminds me, there was one race that I saw the AI take the choker lap multiple times. So maybe in this game you're allowed to take the choker lap as many times as you want. That would be stupid. I mean, some choker laps actually make you gain time. That's weird. Well, the majority of them seem like they don't make you gain time, but like, for example, this one clearly does not make you gain time, but who cares at that point? Yeah, I'm about to lap this guy. Well, to be honest, see, for example, that one is a Renault, so it's not that my car is super fantastic, but rather that my opponents are using the slowest cars in existence. These are the Renault that you get at the beginning of the game. Well, there are a couple ones that are not that. In fact, I think the guy in front of me right now is using the same car I'm using, right? that's the Mini Cooper, I think. Yeah, it is the Mini Cooper. Well, similar enough though. They might lap everyone. Holy shit. That's messed up. But oh well. Yeah, and that stupid championship still there. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Yeah, I'm here trying to farm championships. And we're basically a very, you know, questionable success. But yeah, unfortunately here, until I can get one of the championships that I need, you will see myself entering events and quitting them until I get the championship I need. It is very lame, but it's unfortunately the way the game works. But yeah, can't do much about that. Yeah, at least when a championship appears, that's where the action actually starts, you know. That's when we get serious. Well, at least the other championship that I already got disappears, so that's nice. Can do this. Is the game posing a challenge? I mean, the challenge here is making an event appear. That's the challenge. And not so much the game itself. But yeah, making the championships appear, which is something completely random and doesn't depend on your skill whatsoever, that is hard. Yeah, that is posing a challenge. Unfortunately. Doesn't matter how good you are, this thing is random and it will appear if you get lucky. And only if you get lucky. Nothing more, nothing less. Gotta get lucky. And right now the only championship remaining that I need is the Extreme Canada championship. That reminds me, should I upgrade my car there, I wonder? Let me check my garage. The Extreme Canada car, well, I can, yeah, upgrade it a little bit, I guess. This one has quite a lot of upgrades. Same, that's braking almost at maximum. Okay. And there's still some upgrades to go. I'm assuming that those are not related precisely to playing the discipline. Because see, these ones seem like they are already recharging, so I don't think it's necessary to actually play the discipline to do that. Which means that, unfortunately, what I'm doing is still the most optimal thing to do if we don't want to waste time, basically. It is the best thing I can do. Okay, it's lame, it's whatever, it's what I gotta do. It's what I gotta do. At least we did have one championship today, so it's not like we're gonna leave empty-handed, but my objective here, well, obviously is doing all of the regular challenges, which means that the one I need for that to be the case is the Extreme Canada one. But I would like to at least win one world championship today. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope it does. Would be nice. Okay, for now. Huh. There is a lot of noise outside. I think that you're not listening to the noise because of the NVIDIA voice filter, but there are some people with like a whole band. They are not anymore here. I guess they were in a car or something. Well, most likely in a truck rather than a car. Sometimes you hear a couple of of crazy guys doing that shit. They just feel like it, you know. They want that to happen. But yeah, it is what it is. I got a suspension, nice. But not a suspension as in I'm not allowed to participate in events, but rather a suspension for the car, which is a good thing. Though I don't think this buggy car needs to be upgraded any further. Seems that it's already doing good enough. A 3-star event appeared. I don't care about that. I can't hear anything in the background. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. The NVIDIA voice filter is very good. Like, it filters anything that it doesn't detect as voice. And it's fantastic because the voice, it still captures it well. Like, it doesn't suffer from, you know, doesn't suffer from that much distortion. You can actually hear the voice well. The NVIDIA filter is very good. I mean, things like that are some of the reasons why in this day and age, when it comes to video card, going for AMD is not a good idea. Because yeah, this thing with the voice is something that only works using an API that can only be used with NVIDIA video cards. So yeah, you want that. You want that and nothing else. Because otherwise, you cannot use it. But yeah, AMD for processors and NVIDIA for GPUs. That's essentially the... wait, did I say it right? AMD for processors and NVIDIA for video cards. Yeah, I say GPU, well, same shit. Point is that that's the golden rule if you want to, you know, to build a PC or a championship. It's another hill climb. Damn it, how many hill climbs are you gonna... I'm almost tempted to do them, but you know how long those tracks are, you know? You can say it's only 3 tracks, but these are all very long tracks. I mean, one thing I could do... Look, I'm gonna enter... But I'm gonna enter simply... I'm gonna try it at 100 difficulty. I keep in mind that when I did it, I didn't do it at 100 difficulty. I did it at 50. So I want to see here if I can beat it at 100. But maybe not if I start like that. So keep in mind that my stability went very low. So I think that the corners are the one thing that is gonna suffer a lot. In fact, the corners are suffering quite a lot right here. Like, this thing barely steers. What it supposedly has is the best brakes. So this is something, but brakes, the only thing that they will do is save you from crashing, but they are not gonna make you steer faster. I crash against absolutely nothing. That's pretty cool. What I do remember is that in this track the beginning is super slow, and usually you are very in the red because of that. Well, that's not very in the red, that's only 3 seconds. That's not that bad at all. Even if it's technically a waste of time, I guess I could try doing the championships that I already did in 100 difficulty, since now I don't really have any fear of losing them because I already got them. So it is a waste of time in the sense that I'm not really progressing because it's like a part of the progress that I already did. Currently doing very well here. It shouldn't be a surprise, I guess, with how hill climb is the easiest discipline in the game, but yeah, I am doing very well. Keep in mind that these are all the full-length tracks for hill climb, so that means that these are all gonna be very long. The lack of stability, I guess, is not a problem. And if I have this insane advantage here, even if World Championship could be slightly harder, I think I most likely will win. I think here actually the hardest track for hill climb is the USA one, right? The one that has a lot of very traitorous falls. In terms of the time, like, this is the hardest difficulty. Just as it's just for your information, you know. It's theoretically the hardest difficulty. Like, I think that right now, with the current state of my cars, the only discipline that I'm afraid of going full difficulty for the World Championship is rally, and that's because it's the hardest discipline. Well, I don't know how extreme Kana is gonna be, since I still haven't seen a championship. It just refuses to show up. Surprisingly, despite that I hit my car a little bit here, I have no serious damage. Like, no icon is showing up below the tachometer. Tachometer. Hard to call this shit a tachometer, I guess. Especially since it is an electric car. Well, a tachometer simply tells you the revolutions per minute, so it's not like an electric car cannot have a tachometer. Usually at that point you are more interested in the speed rather than the revolutions, because at that point the revolutions will be kind of like a piece of information that is not different than the speed, because the more revolutions you have per minute, the more speed you're having, since there are no gears. If instead it was a petrol car, it's different, because I mean, you can have, like, you have revolutions that are different for each gear. So 7,000 revolutions doesn't really mean the car is going super fast. It just means that, you know, that it's 7,000 and that's it. Alright, that was free. That's more car repair than I was expecting. I guess multiple things got deteriorated, but not to the point where... Oh, look at that car. I think that's a Citroen, isn't it? Let's see how we do here. It seems that all of these are meant to be 6 minutes. in like the fastest times. Essentially, the average for a track like this is 1 minute 10 seconds per sector, since there are 5 sectors. Something that I find pretty weird, that the game necessarily has to have 5 sectors in every single track. I just find it weird, I guess. Why? Why would you do that? The sector should be something relative to the length of the track, you know? Yeah, I'm certainly doing it faster than 110. And the car, despite the fact that it understeers a lot, it seems like that doesn't really matter at all. For the most part, it's still super easy to handle, you know. Though the tires still screech as they were being murdered. I guess it makes sense, but don't worry, I'm not mistreating any tires. They are doing okay. In 19 seconds, dude. Well, the time that I did the hill climb championship for the first time, to be fair, I did it with, you know, this car with less upgrades. So some of them, even in 50 points of difficulty, were close to me not winning, but here I'm just doing extremely well. I'll tell you this. Whenever the World Championship of Hill Climb comes, I'm 100% going for 100 difficulty. Like 100%, 100. Like no doubt about it. Like I'm probably gonna do the same for almost every other discipline too. For this one especially. Wow. A nice barrel roll. I mean, shame about the fact that kinda damaged my car. Well, the damage is not really the issue, it's mostly about not losing time. I have a good margin here, but yeah. I mean, these damages look like they can still be fully repaired, so it's not worrisome. I did a barrel roll there. Wasn't very perfect on the landing though, that's fine. I mean, the top speed is still pretty high, you know. You can see very easily right here that the top speed hasn't really been lost, and the advantage is still 26 seconds, so no problem. The only thing that's gonna hurt here, well, monetarily at least, are the repairs, but winning is not in doubt right now. Also, it's crazy how much easier this section of the track is when it's at the end and not at the beginning. That's because you can see it way more clearly where you're going. So hold on. Starting to be a little bit cold. Well, it's the reason why I'm playing this game, because the temperature is good enough to, you know, play a game that requires some, well, not a lot of processing, but enough, right? So this Romania track, I don't remember exactly what it had, but it's raining. That could be the issue. And to mention that if you saw the track in the, like the overlay of the track, it has a lot of corners, so that's never a good thing. Yeah, especially even less so when it rains. Maybe we're not gonna do very well here, but ouch. At least we do have a point advantage. Of not too much, like we have an 8-point advantage, but as long as we at least get 5th place, I think that is enough to win. Then again, if I don't win this championship, I'm not gonna lose sleep. Even more so considering that the game, I don't think it cares about you actually winning the championship. It only cares about you getting top 3, like you getting into the podium. So that should make me care even less about it, you know. I don't think that neither the track and the rain here are gonna stop me at all. It seems that hill climb at this rate cannot give me any surprises. Like I'm just fully ready for hill climb. So of course, things like accidents can still happen, but the thing is that this game allowing you to restart in any event that happens inside a championship. It doesn't really matter if you have an accident. I mean, if anything, it will make you go slower. But the thing is that as long as the car you have is capable of winning, you shouldn't worry. Will a 360 stop you? No. But I already did something similar in the previous race, you know. It wasn't a 360, but it was a barrel roll. Technically a barrel roll is a 360, but instead of... It's hard to explain. Because you know a 360 happens when the car horizontally spins. But a barrel roll is a 360 if you take the axis as like the vertical center of the car. It's hard to explain though. But technically you are rotating 30-60 degrees just through a different axis. So I guess yeah, I already did a 360 with this thing. Well, it's kind of the same thing for front flips and back flips. Those are also 360, just that those are vertical 360s. But yeah, you're still rotating 360 degrees at the end of the day. barrel roll like you can do in Wipeout. Yeah, exactly. That sort of barrel roll. It happened on the previous location with this car. Like I hit something and it kind of sent me flying. So I didn't land very well, so I don't think it was a full 360. Earlier today though, I did a full 360 in a buggy event, I think in Siberia. Like I stepped on a slope and I actually did a full clean 360. Shame that I ended up crashing like 2 seconds later anyway, but the barrel roll in itself was extremely clean. Like it almost felt like I did it on purpose. Yeah, that was fantastic. So this is probably gonna, at this rate, go below 6 minutes. Like it's just crazy how extremely fast I'm doing with this car. Or rather how extremely fast this car is. I think that's a more accurate thing to say. Yeah, this car is just, it just cannot be stopped, you know? Well, it's not gonna be below 6 minutes particularly, but it will be almost a whole minute of advantage with the second place. Hey, almost a minute. Damn, that's crazy. This was the hardest difficulty, by the way. Apparently. Yeah. And look at this guy. His head, he's a little bit lost, it seems. He's not really aware of what's happening. It's fine. He's nervous. Alright, so pretty nice hill climb and whatnot. Buy a radiator. Actually, these two I can easily accept them. Since they do not require any bullshit to do. Might as well. And I also can do the upgrades right now, especially for the rally car. The rally car? But they are still not available. Man, come on. What is my pit crew doing? Scratching their balls? Come on. Here there's only one more for bodywork. Okay, this one is also not ready. Well, this one is ready. It only increases resistance, so it's whatever. And then suspension. That almost gets the braking to 100. Well, I can do the last 2 buggy upgrades, so this shit is fully upgraded right now. So I didn't get an achievement for that for some reason. But yeah, the only thing remaining is rally. Well, this one is not really. The one that seems to be the biggest issue though is the rally car. That one needs some shit. Also, what about the employees? Are we still down? Yeah, kinda. Then again, I think these employees are fine. And the extreme kinda expert here could be worth it. I don't think it really matters, considering that I apparently have a rally expert and yet rally championships don't really show up, so not quite. But yeah. I guess we're back at the grind. Just the way it has to be. Cannot do much more about that. Gotta grind it out. More like grind my head against the wall to make this shit appear. But hey, at least I got a 100 difficulty championship on hill climb. I think that if another championship of another discipline that is not extreme kinda shows up, I probably want to try it with a full difficulty too and see how well I can do. Though it depends, because if it's rally I probably shouldn't, especially with my current car not really being in the best condition because it's lacking upgrades. So yeah, probably not for that one. Seems that I not be getting many offers right now for championships. Would be nice to, well, technically this sort of thing, if you really wanted to, you could grab a cheat engine and make a championship appear. Because the thing is that cheat engine, I'm pretty sure you can do anything you want in most games. But I'm not a fan of doing that. Like, I prefer just showcasing how shank the experience is rather than try to disguise the... Oh, I almost missed this one because it overlapped with the other thing. This is a World Championship rally. Okay, I will do it. The problem is that the rally car doesn't really have the upgrades, so I probably should do this one with... Wait, what? My previous rally car, at how much? No, forget about it. Yeah, this one, unfortunately, I will have to do it at 50 difficulty because aside from the fact that it's rally with a car that it's not ready to confront something like that. So that's assuming I'm allowed to do that, because this is... Yeah, you're allowed. But maybe because it was the World Championship, you wouldn't be allowed. No, you're allowed easily. But here the fact that it's lacking a lot of upgrades actually. Then 8 minutes.
Left 2 into right 4.
Holy shit. That's a lot of time for a single event. But it's supposed to be the full length of the track, I guess.
Left 3 into right 4.
So I guess that thing that one of the guys mentioned, that you need to have beaten all the championships for World Championships to start appearing, is a lie. You don't need to do that. You can just do the World Championships right on.
And left 4
Without trouble.
into chicane left. Right 3 long.
And I feel like here, even with 50 points of difficulty,
Brake into hairpin left short.
because of the lack of upgrades that this thing has, it might not be enough to win. I mean, I hope it is, but wouldn't be surprised if it isn't. Will not be surprised at all.
Left 4 into right 4, 100 bumpy.
Because you know, with how long that objective time is, I feel like I'm still behind.
Hairpin left into kinks 200.
Still quite behind that.
And chicane right over tarmac. Into left 6, long tighten.
I'm definitely quite behind that time. Well, 3 seconds could be worse, but you know, I thought I was gonna be more behind. That's not that terrible.
Right 4 into left 530. Right 5, 100. Into hairpin left 100.
This is the first World Championship, but
Left 5 wide.
in case there was any doubt,
Right 6 and left 5, 100.
it will be interesting to see.
And right 4 short. And left 4 short.
That sucks, god damn it. And that was such a minor mistake as well.
Chicane right short.
You
Right 4 long.
the game doesn't forgive.
Into left 3 short 100. Right 4 short 150.
This I hope that here, since we're going... Oh, well, I was not expecting that. I thought I was gonna keep going on the road, but no, going off road.
right 4 into
That was
left
very
3 short
close
30.
too.
Caution, keep middle over crest 30. Brake right 4 into left 4. Brake left 3 into right 1 short.
He almost hit the rock there.
And a hairpin left around the tree.
That's... Oh, around that tree. I was out to ask what tree.
And left 3 short.
And I'm still not doing that badly.
Hairpin right 30.
And the damage that I received wasn't that fucked up, all things considered, so...
Right 3 tree and open. And left 4. And brake acute hairpin left, don't cut. And left 3 short into right 4.
I saw how fucked up that hairpin was.
Opens. Caution crest. And right 3 and kink 50. Caution left 5 bumpers. And caution right 4 short. Into right 4 and left 3. Into right 4. And right 5.
That would have been a very bad accident. So you know what's the fucked up thing about this track is that it's in the most optimal weather condition possible, which is basically clear sky, like it's not rain, it's not fog.
Right 4 into left 3.
It's the most clean one, and I'm still struggling this much.
Into left 5 tighten. And right 4 don't cut. And left 5. And right 4 keep middle 150. Left 530. Caution right 4. Into brake acute hairpin left widen.
Oh, I went
6 into right 6.
the wrong way. At least I corrected at the right time, but then
Open.
this one's gonna be hard.
Short and left 4 long. Caution right 5. And right 450. And left 5 narrows into right 4. And left 5 into right 5. Left 3. Into right 3, 150. Brake square right.
I wonder what happens when you win a world championship. Like, yeah, the trophy is gonna show up in the list of trophies, but
Right 3, 150.
like, do you get a special prize? Like, do you see the credits?
Left 4.
Probably no to all of those. But yeah,
Into left 4 opens.
it's fine.
And right
I mean, if
3.
anything, I will assume the credits to show up when you beat all of the world championships, because the game itself tells you to beat all of the world championships, you know?
Right 6 long.
Oh, it's
Into
a
left 4
four.
30. Right 5 narrows. And left 4 into right 5 opens. And left 4
I
short
see 11
into
seconds
right
of
4,
advantage
and
now.
left 4 into right 5 30. Right 3 into left 4 opens 100.
It is a shame though that I wasn't able to get all of the upgrades of this car to be able
Into brake
to
left 1 wide.
challenge the world championship at the highest difficulty. But I feel like even with all the upgrades, I probably wouldn't have done it, simply because of how hard rally normal is, you know. The rally is just very hard. Ouch.
Chicane right 30. Chicane left and left 3 don't cut. Right 4 tighten short. Into left 3 opens. And right 4 150. Left 4. And left 4 short into caution right 5. And right 4 long. And right 4 long. Left 430. Left 3 and crest. Into right 3 and left 6 150. Left 4
That's still a lot of advantage, I guess. But yeah, that's with only one very small accident. It could have been way worse. So yeah, I think that I still don't think it was a bad decision to go 50.
Right 4, don't cut. Left 4 over crest. And right 5. And right 5 long. Left 4, don't cut into through water. And crest.
Oh, okay, parts like this.
And brake acute hairpin right.
I remember that you probably should.
And left 5 and left 4 short into right 4.
Avoid the water. That sometimes it doesn't feel that possible. Like here, I guess you can avoid it like that. But more times it's a lot harder.
Left 4 into right 3 and left 5.
Something that I didn't see is how many stages this championship has. I don't think it shows seats, right? I mean, I'm assuming they are seats because the regular championship was seats, but for some reason I feel like they were less than seats. Hard to tell.
And left 4, keep middle. Right 4 short and left 4 short. And brake left 1. And right 6 long over kinks for 300. Right 4, keep left over crest 30, and right 4, and right 4 30, and right 4
So that all of the first sectors is always very close with the time to beat, you know.
Caution left 330, and left 6 tightens over crest, right 4 short, into brake right 1 narrows, and crest. Into right 3 and left 4 short. Right 5 over crest. Left 3, don't cut. And right 3 short into left 3. And right 2 opens. Brake left 1 and right 3. Left 4. And caution right 4. And kinks for 50. Brake right 3 and left 3.
I guess I'm surprised by how
Into right 3
clean I'm driving in the sense that I'm not really getting into accidents.
Right 4
It's probably because of this car just being super good when it comes to handling. It just handles very well.
Right 5 into left 4 short. And right 5 50. Left 6 over crest 50. Square right into left 4.
Nice.
Right 4 short. And left 5 over crest. And right 4 opens over crest. And
I'm way too close to obstacles here.
And right 4 opens. Into brake square left opens. And right 4 short into left 4 tightens over crest 50. Right 4 don't cut. Left 4 tightens rock in. Into right 4 opens bumpy. Right 3 and crest into left 5. And right 4 opens. Left 3 short and right 4 opens. Left 3 into right 5, keep in. Left 4 tightens, don't cut. Into right 4 short, keep middle. Into right 5 and left 5 short. And left 5 short. And right 4 long, don't cut. And left 4. Into right 4.
I'm not saying anything, but it's not because I don't have anything on my mind. It's simply that I'm focusing so hard. I mean, that's mostly the reason why I'm not having accidents. But
right 6 short 50. Jump, keep middle, and right 6 over crest. Into left 4 over
Almost
crest.
had one back there though.
Right 4. And left square open.
I'm surviving
Short, don't cut.
in
And
such
left
a
5 into
way.
right 4 opens 150 over bump. Left 4 keeping 30. Right 3 into left 4 long. Right 5. And right 4. Bumps into left 6 long.
That was a weird accident. Guess it didn't cost me that much, but I don't even know what I
Caution,
hit.
right 4. And
Yeah,
right
that's
4.
fine. So
And left
weird.
4. Keep
So
middle
it's
into
really
left
sad
3
that the
short.
checkpoints that
Into
are
right 2 and
in
left
the
3.
track are there for pure show.
Into
Like they
right
are there
4. Brake
simply
square
as
left 30.
a cosmetic
Left 4,
thing.
don't cut.
Because the checkpoints
And left 4
happen
short into right 3.
whenever
Into
the
left
game
4
wants
tight
them
to
to
3.
happen.
And right 4. And brake square left. And right 5 off camber into left 4. Right 3.
I guess the
Into
most
left
fucked
4.
up of
Left
events
5
like
short
this
and
is
bumpy
that
30. Right 5 short.
if you make a mistake
And
around
into left
here,
4 over tarmac 50.
if you retry, you will have to retry since the very beginning, and the very beginning happened
Caution, chicane left
quite a
entry
long as
300.
time ago, you know. This seems like it will be a straight line to the finish.
Brake right 1
No,
narrows
not
over
quite.
sand into left 4 short. And left 5 short into right 6 over crest 30. Right 4 short, don't cut. And left 3 short, don't cut. Finished.
There's the finish. Come on, dude. It's because I ran over that guy. Maybe you shouldn't get in the fucking way, dude. Like, why do you even have a flag? Like, yeah, I can tell the finish is there. I'm not blind. Why don't you go wave the... I don't know. Wave your ass
And
somewhere
left
else.
over bump. Into right 4 opens over bump 30. Left 5.
I like that the only penalty I got for running over someone is 4 seconds of penalty. Like I didn't get a manslaughter case,
Brake square left open.
like any sort of prison sentence, no, just 4 seconds. That's how much that guy's life was worth.
And right 530.
Then again, if you're gonna be waving a flag that close to the finish in a very inappropriate place, then yeah, I guess your life is certainly not worth much, because you are certainly not giving it worth by doing that sort of shit.
In the right 3 and left 3. And right 4 into left 4. And left 5 over crest. And right 3 into left 330. Left 4. And right 4 tightens. Into left 4 bumpy and right 5 200 over crest.
Yeah, there goes Pirelli.
Left 4 opens. And right 3 short into left 3 opens. Into right 3 and left 4, keep middle. And left 4 into right 3.
That's
And
pretty
left 3.
interesting. I feel like I'm not doing that badly, but I'm still only 3 seconds ahead,
Tightens to 4.
which is good, but I mean, not as good as I was
Kink
expecting.
over crest into right 4. And right 6 into left 4. Into left 4, tightens over crest. Into right 3 short and left 5. And right 4 opens bumpy 150. Left 4 short and right 4. Into left 4 opens over jump.
Okay, that's more like it. 15 just
Right
like
six.
that.
And jump into left 6.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
keep left over jump. Into bump. Left 5 into kinks for 50. Left 4 bumpy. Into right 4.
I mean, if the difference between 50 and 100 difficulty in all of this is
And keep right
something
over crest.
like 10
And left
seconds,
4
then
into right 5.
I could also easily win in 100 difficulty.
And
But
hairpin left
that's
30.
something that you will never know if it's not if it's not trial and error, you know.
Hairpin right 50.
25
Hairpin
there.
left into right 6 and left 630.
The good thing is that if the Rally World Championship shows up again, I
Left
will
3 short and right 6 over
attempt
crest.
it with 100 difficulty. So yeah, that's something that you gotta keep in mind. The fact that
Right 4 long, tight
there's
into
barely been any accidents. Like, I've been extremely careful.
left 3 short.
It's something that can happen at any time, you know.
And right 3 open. Into left 3. And right 4, caution, keep left for 100. And right 450. Hairpin left into hairpin right 30.
Into finish.
And finish.
Okay, not bad. Yeah, that was 20 seconds of advantage, so it would have been interesting to see how I would have done on full difficulty, but too late right now.
And left 6 short into tunnel. Right 4 short and left 4 long. Right 4. And left 4 short. And right 4. And left 4 30. Right 4 short. And left 6. And hairpin left. And hairpin right 50. Left 450. Right 4. And left 3.
So it seems like
Right 4 100.
the Chapin course in this game
Right 4.
cannot be
And left
like
4.
on full sunshine, like it has
And
to
brake
be
four,
on
right cut over gravel and
on
left
sunset
3.
every time apparently. We're going to the bamboo forest.
Left 5.
Well, here, I think that the first day that I played this game, I crashed into one of these bamboo things, and
In the right 3.
like essentially they work as a wall. Like, it's not like you're gonna knock them over. Like,
Right 4.
they are gonna
200.
full stop you.
Right 6 tightens 4. Into hairpin left. And right 4. Into left 5 short. And right 5. Into left 5. Right 4.
It's a very blind corner, dude. It's one of those corners that you can't really see coming, but Chapin here has a lot of corners like that. That will fuck you up that way. Come on. Okay, just keep going that way for a free respawn though. That feels weird. The fact that you get a free respawn just like that.
Bridge 100. Right 4 and left 4 short. Into right 4, keep right 30.
At that point, you don't really have any incentive to get back to the track. You have an incentive to precisely, you know, get away from the track.
Into right 4, open. Brake hairpin left, 150. Caution left 3, cut. Right 4 over crest into left 3, and right 4 short into left 630, chicane left, into chicane right, and right 4 short, and left 4 into right 6, left 6 short into right 4, and left 4, into right 6 tightens to 4, and caution left 3, 30. And square right 30. Chicane right short into right 6.
I didn't see the rock there, then. You didn't say don't cut.
Square right over rails. Brake hairpin right over rails 30. Brake square left, into square left. Right 3. Into left 4 and right 5, short 30. Left 3 short into right 3, 30. And right 5 into left 4. And right 3 into left 4. And right 4 into left 5, keep left 30 cut. Right 3 into left 3, and right 4, and chicane right, and left 3 cut into right 2.
I guess I would say at that last sector I did it quite well.
Left 6 tightens to 2 long.
I still don't know if it is enough for winning with those 3 additional seconds. No, it isn't.
Left 5 into right
Doesn't matter
long,
because I have enough points to
and finish.
to tank any defeat, but yeah, unfortunately not enough for 2 seconds. Though there were quite a lot of them ahead of me, but yeah, still have enough points, so shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Chapin is simply a very, very hard track no matter what.
Into left 5 short, and caution right 3, and square left. Left 3 into kinks for 50. And left 430. Right 3 opens. Into left 4 and left 3. And right 5 into left 4. Into right 4 and left 530. Brake square left into right 3.
Did you mention the gate there? I remember you saying that.
Left 4 into right 4 opens. And left 5 short, keep middle. Into left 4. Brake acute hairpin right into left 6. Left 4 into kinks for 50.
I thought I did that quite fast, but apparently no.
Left 3 into right 2. Right 5 long over bump, keep in. Left 3.
And come on, dude. That's such a tiny slope.
And kinks for 100. Brake left 4 tightens.
It wasn't that tiny,
right
but
3, keep middle.
there
And
wasn't
right 4,
many better ways of doing
into
that
left
corner.
5, tighten. Right 4 into jump. And right 3 into left 4. Right 350. Left 5 short into right 6 long, tightens over sand.
That's no good. Guess I don't have any penalties yet, but yeah, 5 seconds is
Into right 4.
a little bit too much.
And left 4 short. Into
This is
square
mostly
right,
a straight, so
and left 3.
cannot be that bad.
And right 5 into jump.
Also, a little wooden post there kinda saved me from going too far.
And right 3.
Okay, that's fine,
And
that's
right
fine.
530. Right 550. Left 3 opens. Right 5 tightens. Left 4 and right 5.
That previous
Left 4
straight
short
now
and right 4.
is
Brake
quite
left,
different
1
than what you're seeing here. Very different.
and right 430. And left 3 over crest into bump. And right 3 over crest. Left 450 over bridge.
On the right side, seems that in the rally events,
Into left
if
4
your idea
over
is
bump.
to get first place
And
on
brake square left opens, don't
on
cut.
harder difficulty, the point distribution
And
doesn't
right
seem
5 long, tightens.
to happen
Into left
for
4
the
and
same
right 430.
competitor always. Like it seems that
Right 4
there's no one with a lot of points at all times, so
and left 4.
I guess
keep out
even if
open.
you never win a single
Left 4
one of the
Into right 4,
stages,
don't cut,
you might
tightens.
still win the overall championship.
and right 3 uphill. Right 5 long over crest. And left 3 opens over bump. And right 3 into left 4 opens.
Doesn't seem very good. Yeah, unless the last sector is very easy, it's gonna be hard to also win this one. And even if I do have points to spare, that will be the second in a row that I don't win. That will be a problem.
Left 3 over bump, keep middle. And brake left 2. Into right 3 and left 4.
I don't even know what I even crashed against there. There wasn't a rock, right?
Into right
So
3
what
and
stopped
keep
me?
450. Right 4. And left 5 into right 550. Caution left 4 over crest. Left 3.
You know, this is not enough
And
to
right
win.
4 opens.
Fuck. I hope my points are enough to tank this, because even if I redo this, there's only one tiny bit that I could have done faster.
And finished.
Everything else will still mostly be the same. Oh, I got last place? No way. That could be a problem. Yeah, I'm still first, but I got an achievement. That's why I knew that I was last place, because I got an achievement that says finish last place in a race. Well, fuck you too. I think this is the final the final event of the championship. Well, at least it's short enough that if I need to try it again, it won't be super long.
Caution left 4 short.
I definitely have
Into
some
brake,
margin
hairpin
here, but
right,
ideally you
hairpin
want
left,
to win
don't
this
cut.
one.
Into right 2 long. Into left 4 long, keep middle 50. Jump over bridge 150. Right 4 100. left 4, 100.
So means that
Caution, left 6 short.
if you don't beat the rival time, it's very possible that multiple people will beat you. It's very annoying. Seems to be the way it works.
And left 3 long. Right 3 opens into kinks for 200. Left 4 opens long, keep middle 50.
These are some very fast
Right 5.
sectors.
And right 5 over crest into jump.
Hey, at no point you say left there, did you?
Brake narrow.
I was
and
supposed
right
to go
3
left.
into left 1 and right 3 into bridge.
Fuck.
And left 3 into right 2 opens. Left 5 100. Brake left 3 long opens. And brake right 1, don't cut.
Why you don't? Okay, I see. Why no the cut?
And left 5 short and right 4. And left 4 over crest, right 5. Into left 3 short and right 6. Left 5 short and brake hairpin left.
I'm not sure, unless the final sectors are super fast. I don't see myself winning this one
Left 4
either.
short and brake right 2.
I have my very big doubts about it.
Left 6 tightens long. Jump maybe into left 450. Jump. And right 5 tightens 30. Left 4 tightens 30. Left 4 and right 4 long tightens rock in. Brake left 2 and left 5 don't cut.
But
Brake right 1 into left 3 opens long and tightens. And right 350. Left 4. Right 5 100. Left 4 into right 3 don't cut. Left 4 short 100. Left 3 tightens to 250. And finished.
that actually is enough to win. If that was the final event, then I'm the champion. It is. So I am the world champion of the rally discipline, which I mean it's supposed to be the most important one in the game. So I guess that count that as a victory. And this place is not very clean at all. Very lazy that they should use the same animations. Well, I'm assuming the drivers only have one animation at all times. That's quite lazy. Well, a mechanic bonus. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I got the first world championship there, so that's cool. So still I don't like the fact that Extreme Kana is not really... No one has ever managed to become a world champion in all categories. Why not be the first? I very heavily doubt that's the case, but even then, if that was the case, it makes sense with the way you present the championships, you know? Like, no shit, I will be the first one. Like, no one wants to to deal with that bullshit. Just having the championships appear by pure luck. Okay, I still think that in terms of mechanics, I should leave what I have and nothing more. Most likely. It doesn't seem like replacing them is a good idea. But I could see if I have upgrades for the rally car. I mean, I use it quite a lot. Yeah, I do. Well, that's cool. Wait, are you kidding me? This engine upgrade only decreases the stability. Nice upgrade you have there. Pretty cool. Amazing even. At least the... See, those are good upgrades. In fact, the braking them got to 100. I mean, I'm assuming I have to put this one to get a better one later, sure. But very weird overall. Since I have a better car now, but yeah, rally is something that shouldn't be a worry anymore because it's a discipline that I fully completed, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I do have to worry about the other ones. Well, not that much. The other ones are also almost full. Yeah, unfortunately, here we are back at doing some lame ass farming. But hey, at least I did get the one of the world championships, so I got one of the things I wanted. So I guess I should not complain, you know. It's one thing. Gotta go little by little, I guess. The next objective, I guess, is being able to get the Extreme Kana championship. So that way the only ones left will be world championships. I do wonder though, if you have all the regular championships, if regular championships can still appear. Something tells me they will still appear, and that will be a pain in the butt, but if it most likely will be like that. Yeah. Just surprised though that Extreme Kana is being so annoying, and I will do more Extreme Kana events if they weren't so absolutely repetitive. I think that they are the most repetitive ones because you don't even have different variants of the same track. I think that one track is always the same one no matter what, so you're stuck with that, and that sucks obviously, so there's not much you can do. I mean, at least the hardest category is out of the way, so I don't have to worry anymore. And something that I cannot say that I almost lost, because not really, but it was close multiple times to not really do that well. And even with stages that I did without messing up, like essentially stages that I did fully without accidents, and it was still almost not enough. So, but yeah, at least that's out of the way. But now we just gotta keep on the farm until one of these things decides to appear, which could be in a while. I don't know. Well, I would like to at least do one more championship before finishing. Well, ideally two. More than two, no, because that will take a long time. But if I can do at least one, that will be nice, and two will be fantastic. Though, for it to be two, the issue is that it will have to happen right now. It will have to happen right now, and it doesn't seem to be the case. That's bad. Also, that reminds me, just kind of wanna check if I did get the rally upgrade. So I think that if you're not actively playing, yeah, like for example this Extreme Kana, I think it won't count unless you play Extreme Kana events, and I don't really plan to do so. I mean, like for example, I could enter this one and forfeit and it will still count, but the problem is that forfeiting these events doesn't give you as much money as forfeiting the... So this one, instead of forfeiting it, I could try doing it. Because I think I never did this one on the maximum difficulty. Or at least never did it and won. I guess I could give it a try. Yeah, that's the problem with Extreme Cannon, what makes it so extremely repetitive. The fact that you don't have different variants for the tracks. That you have just individual tracks that are what they are. I just realized that this one has only 2 laps. Yeah, I guess it was 2 laps even the first time I did it, because it's a relatively long track. Well, not like that stop other events for also being very long, but whatever. Wait, is this the right path? Yeah, it is. Like seeing these things moving on their own. Pretty funny. I can definitely do this in the hardest difficulty by quite a lot. By quite a lot. Yeah, I guess since right now I do have more than enough money, what I can do is simply enter both the Extreme Cana and the rally events to farm the parts and basically fully upgrade those cars. The hill climb one, I think I already have it fully upgraded, and if it's not fully upgraded, it's almost there. And same thing with the buggy and the rally cross one. So I think that the only things I need to farm are Extreme Cana and rally. I could do that, and by farming I don't really mean finishing events. It's simply entering and then immediately forfeiting, and that's it. That's the end of that. Here it seems pretty clear that this thing I can do very well. By the way, the helicopter spins in a very cheap way. I mean, when it comes to the small details, like the very, very small details, this game is a little bit lazy, but they are very small details. I mean, for the most part, at least the important part, which is making the tracks look good, it's something that it does very well. And that was 1 minute of advantage. Holy shit. I unlocked the exhaust. So yeah, and like we can go here for example to unlock more of the remaining parts for this thing. Though there aren't really that many parts remaining for this thing, but they are enough. So yeah, I guess I could do that. But yeah, as I say, the problem of doing this rather than doing buggy or rally is the fact that the money that you get is too little in comparison. And you get, as you saw, like, well, it's not bad, 2,500, I guess, for doing nothing. Simply could be better. But yeah, it's not that important. It's fucked up how this mode really is the most repetitive one. And I thought at the beginning that buggy will be the most repetitive mode, but no. But I also need to do rally a little bit because of the upgrade. Well, it's the one discipline that I need the most upgrades. Just that considering that I already did the World Championship, it's only if I feel like doing the World Championship again on maximum difficulty, which I don't really do, but I guess if it shows up, might as well try it. I think like at this point the extreme kinda should already be done, right? How to guess, right? Are you done extreme kinda, or are you not done? Only one way to check. Are you done? Not quite, I guess. It still needs like one more tier of upgrades to be completely done. And another one that reaches 100 of braking. I guess that's because my engineers specialize in brake. Because what other reason would there be? Also, where is the rally car? Wish that it was ordered. Well, actually, you can change the filter. Yeah, but no, I don't care about filtering by discipline though. Whatever. Guess it's easier than looking it in other ways. So yeah, here for rally there are still quite a bunch. So, well, and this one is done. Like the V rally one is fully upgraded, so I don't need to worry anymore. This one needs a couple more still. Buggy is fully upgraded, and hill climb only needs this one, but it's not important. So essentially I need to worry about rally and extreme kinda, and that's it. And that's only to like fully optimize this, because pretty sure that in the current state of this car I can win a championship in the hardest difficulty without issues. The only thing stopping me from doing so is the fact that it refuses to show up, but yeah, that's the only problem. So I'm assuming that at this point also the engineers is something that I could stop worrying about, because the only point of the engineers, for what I understand, is giving you upgrades, but I already have them, almost them all. Oh, a championship team, and it's rallycross, dude. God damn it, and it's a regular championship at that. If it was World Championship, obviously I will need to enter it. What a fucking pain in the ass. It's only 2, so I could enter. I just don't have any reason to enter. Cause yeah, I will earn money, so what? I don't need it. If there's anything that I don't need right now, is money. I certainly don't need it. And even though it's only 2 tracks, it's 2 tracks with full length, like you have the whole thing, so that's not a good thing. Damn it. Shame that it got wasted on that, but what can you do? Nothing, that's what you can do. But at this rate, yeah, I think that if another championship shows up, it's the last one that I could do for the rest of the day, easily. This one, when does it leave them? 8 days? Almost like it's a better idea to enter so I can remove it from here, but I don't think it makes a difference. Like, I don't know how the chances work in this game, but I'm pretty sure that it's not affected by what's currently there. Because sometimes, for example, you can have the whole map full of 1 and 2 star events, and then there are some other times where there can be multiple 3-star events at the same time, so I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's whatever. Still a pain in the ass though, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't think that making the championship disappear will have any effect. I mean, I really wonder if no one in development maybe thought that this was a bad idea. Like maybe crossed his head that, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this shit random, right? Probably not, you know? I guess no. I guess it did not happen. It did not cross their heads that it was a bad idea. Oh well, it is what it is. It's fine. I don't care. I am mentally prepared. It's a shame that it's obviously a pain in the ass to do and to watch, but I guess that can be a warning if you are interested in this game and you're interested in completing it. Like you're a completionist and you see that for completion you need to do shit like this. Yeah, like it's at least a warning to not fall for it. Also, hold up, can I already do my extreme cannon thingy at full? Not yet, actually. There's only this one. Okay, 2 days remaining. That should be one more event and we're done. And there was one here, around here, this one. This one should be that, and then I have the extreme cannon fully upgraded, so that means that only rally is left. Well, technically rally and hill climb, but don't worry about hill climb. Yeah, let me do it right away before I forget. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. Full exhaust, and this is fully upgraded. It's not getting better than that. So only rally remains. I can buy a couple at least. And then yeah, this one is gonna reach max level in no time. I mean, by farming shit like this, if your idea, if you don't care about the championships and you just care about upgrades, like this is also the best way to get the upgrades, you know? That is assuming, I guess, that you already have the engineers, you know, fully, well, I don't know if fully upgraded, but at least upgraded decently enough. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I guess the bet now is, will another championship show up today? That's the question. So now I'm starting to have my doubts if it's gonna show up. Yeah. Place your bets, I just place them. Oh, this one was a semi-final one. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, here theoretically, the most optimal way is entering whatever event takes the most days to complete, so I probably should be doing that. See, like, for example, this hill climb thingy. But I don't know. Because I think that if there's multiple events, it's still, like, it takes multiple menus. Well, multiple menus. It takes more than one try to do that, so that's a little bit annoying. So it's better in events that are only one event. Okay. Damn, but no championships yet, dude. No championships at all. You have a couple of 3-star events, but you can grab those 3-star events and show them you know where. Like at this point, 3-star events are completely worthless. It almost makes me wonder though if I ever beat a 3-star extreme kinda event. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that I almost didn't beat it. So yeah, that probably did happen, which means that I'm still tempted to enter, but it will be a waste of time. Like, I'm pretty sure I already beat a 3-star Extreme Kana event. Well, I could enter it and forfeit. Like, actually, now that I think about it, I should remember. You actually have an option when you enter an event with multiple races. Like, you can enter it and there is an option in pause that allows you to forfeit the whole thing. Like, it says abandon activity. So that essentially speedruns 4 days in that case, just like that. Pretty cool. Wait, what about my rally car, by the way? I can upgrade it at least once. There is only one more tier of upgrades remaining in each one of these, so damn, 23 days for the suspension. Not like Gilmer. Well, then again, these upgrades don't add anything, so I guess at this point I can just let that be. Alright, so here we're entering whatever is the highest stars then. See, I completely forgot about that detail, the fact that you can simply like forfeit the whole thing, like abandon activity and you're gone. So yeah, I guess in that case, let's just go for whatever is the... Oh, nice, finally. Okay, an Extreme Kana Championship. That actually has to repeat a track, because otherwise it cannot cover everything. I have a feeling that I probably shouldn't put difficulty at 100, even if it's very possible to win. But... fuck it. Like, we already did this one. See, you can tell 439, I did like 410 in that previous event. 439 is more than doable, without a doubt. To mention that it will actually make the event a little bit exciting, considering that Extreme Kana is a discipline that is quite... Well, it's probably the most... I wouldn't say boring, because it's not boring, but the fact that it's so repetitive is really what messes it up, I feel. So it's pretty funny that they need to repeat one of the tracks, because there's only apparently 4 tracks of this thing in the game. So if you want to, though, I don't know why they repeat it. Why don't they just put 4 if you don't have more tracks? It's kind of like you're highlighting the lack of content for this discipline. Doesn't seem like something you should be very proud of showing, you know? I'm pretty glad that this championship showed up. Very, very glad. You can tell that I can get that time by so... Like, look at that, half a minute already on the first lap. I feel like the only one here that will mess me up significantly is the Nichie one. The one that is in Africa. That one is very messed up as a track. Though I remember doing it very cleanly at some point, so shouldn't be that big of a deal, though. I don't know. Careful. The way the tires squeal. There's a lot of squealing here. Oversteer a little bit there, but it doesn't matter. My advantage is way more than enough here anyways. I do wonder if the World Championship will make these times tighter to get, because you have a lot of margin to make them tighter. Like, you could make this 4 minutes and it will still not be extremely tight, so I wonder if they are gonna do that. As of right now, you have an insane advantage. Yeah, even if it was 2 minutes, I would have won by 11 seconds. That's quite a lot. Alright. The next one is... Which one is it? The South Africa. Oh yeah, this is the first one I did. Wait, okay, this one might be hard to get. 239. It is a short track, yes, but that requires quite some speed to do. I mean, at least I think it's the only one that will require like a very small amount. So here, what's the average that I need to get per lap? 50, right? 50 seconds, essentially. Yeah, it should be fine, but it's gonna be the closest one without a doubt. Well, it makes sense. Like, the shortest an objective is, the less margin time you're gonna have. It's a little bit hard to go in between those things. Now, the one thing here that I can very easily make you lose is if you hit a cone. Because hitting a single cone means 2 seconds of penalty. Well, I guess I could afford a couple of cones here. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. This is looking to be a very clean and fast lap. Now we have a little bit of both. Oh, I hit 2 cones. Doesn't matter. As I say, I can afford a couple of cones. No problem. Yeah, I was pretty free. And this one is Nichie, yeah. Oh, it didn't let me repair the car because it loaded so fast. Nice. Alright, no problem. I mean, it barely has any damage in the first place. Though it probably will get a lot of damage in this track. They say this is the most fucked up track in Extreme Cana. Well, easily the hardest one. Because of all these jumps and weird corners. But I think that this is the only one that I could lose simply for in the off chance that I get into an accident, which can very easily happen. But every other one shouldn't be a problem, because the next one is that one that is in like some sort of garage looking thing. That one is also not a problem. In fact, I think that one is the easiest one of the bunch. And then it repeats the airport that we already did on the first one, so that's also obviously not gonna be a problem. So yeah, this one is the only one that could be a problem, and even then, the best thing is remembering here that if you fall into the water, it's gonna hurt because it penalizes you for more than 10 seconds for some reason. They don't fall into the water and you're gonna be fine. This is the final corner. So here the average is a minute and a half to, well, not really, a minute and 40 something is actually the average to get to 5 minutes for total time. Yeah, you know, I'm fine. Assuming no accidents, I'm totally fine. And I doubt that the World Championship is gonna make this times any lower. Like, it might make them lower, but not by much, so I think I should be fine there. Also considering that I think a lot of the upgrades depend on what engineers you have. A lot of these events probably have a lot of room in case you don't have the right upgrade, so I still don't know exactly how the whole upgrade system works. I don't know how random it is. I think certainly less random than the championships appearing, you know. That's for sure. I have no idea how I survived that. Like, I essentially used the rocks as a roll. That was wild. That's why they call it extreme Kana, you know. The extreme part comes from there. That's for sure. Shit. That was a little bit too high, but it's fine. Surprisingly, so far, the only... like, it's saturated, well, it's saturated. The only significant damage is in the bodywork. Some other parts are also probably damaged, but not by a lot. And keep in mind that I also am carrying the very small damage that I had in the previous stage, so yeah, no issue. I kinda lost count of how many championships I did today. Did I do 4? I could try remembering. I did the buggy championship, well, this one that you're seeing right now, the rally one. And I also did a hill climb one that I didn't need to, but I did it regardless. So yeah, I did 4. So assuming I get extremely lucky on the next stream, I could also do the remaining 4 World Championships that are remaining, but I don't know, it's playing with luck. Well, not like you have another choice, really. What I'm trying to guess here is how many streams might be needed to get all of the remaining World Championships. This one is 5 minutes. I don't remember usually the lap time that I get here, how good it is. It is, as I said, it's pretty much the easiest track. Yeah, well, the easiest track, at least in terms of the time. I don't know if in terms of the layout itself, but in terms of the time required, at least I remember this one always having an insane advantage. It's pretty insane how how big the acceleration is. Like at some point the acceleration has 16 seconds of advantage already. That is quite a lot. Wonder how much penalty you get for falling into the water. I don't know, could be a lot. I mean, if it's like the one in Nichie, you get like maybe 10 seconds, just like that, for free. In fact, this is looking like it's gonna be a full minute of advantage. And it is supposed to be on the hardest difficulty in a championship that has lower times than regular events, so... yeah, I mean, I know that the car is fully upgraded and all of that. They really... don't seem to be putting any stops on you. The lame part is the fact that you're supposed to repeat the same track that you did first. At least maybe if they make the time lower, that would be cool, but I kinda doubt that they are gonna do that. Also, that cone is probably gonna cost me the 1 minute advantage. And not like I need to have a 1 minute advantage, it's just funny to see it. Yeah, well, but by very little. Like, for all intents and purposes, it's essentially a 1 minute advantage. And then for the last one, we are repeating the Air Force base. At least is it gonna be in reverse or something? No, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same time then. Yeah, I guess that's also another reason for it being so lame, because in every other discipline, aside from multiple variants per location, you also a lot of times have a reverse version of the track. Even in events like hill climb, you have a reverse version of the track. But in this one, you don't. It's basically only one variant per location, and there's only 4 locations, so it's certainly, in terms of content, the weakest discipline. Ouch. It's a shame because in terms of how it feels to do it, it feels nice to do these events, but with the lack of variety, it very quickly becomes repetitive, you know? Yeah, it kind of feels like they probably went a little bit too hard with the scope of the game. Like, I feel like if they focus more on fewer disciplines, it would have been nice. Because, you know, both this and hill climb, I like both disciplines. But if instead of doing that, you focus more on the V-Rally and the Rally Cross, well, the Rally and Rally Cross modes, it would have been nicer. And I got 4 seconds because of 2 cones. No problem though. And after all, the lap changes here. And that was a less than 2 minute lap, so yeah, those 4 seconds don't worry about it. there is no need for that. Though here, depending on how you enter into a corner, you will knock a lot of cones down. And if each cone is 2 seconds, let's say that you knock 10 cones out, that's 20 seconds. Which ironically here I will still win even with 20 seconds of penalty. But yeah, I mean, normally you wouldn't. Normally it wouldn't be the case. I do think that there is no tire consumption in this game, guys. These things will already be dead. So I guess that if anything, that's something positive, guys. The more you drift, the better it is for an event like this. And that's that. So, well, we got the Extreme Cana Championship, winning every single one of the events as well, which is not very hard to do, but we got it. So nice, I guess. Apparently everyone else was using Mazdas, huh? Should have gone to Mitsubishi. Yeah, I'm gonna reach 1 million at this rate. So all of the normal championship have been beaten, but now the 4 world championships of anything that is not rally are left. So I don't know how long this might take. Like, this could take a very long time, not just for this shit to appear, but also, you know, recruit a level 15 mechanic. That's not gonna happen. They stopped showing up a long time ago. Yeah, and those things suck. These are bad objectives. But you know, a level 15, like, I only get 8, and that's the most I get. So yeah. No, it should stay like that. Well, I guess it's time to keep farming. Well, at least you have stuff like this, for example. Like this very lengthy rally event. The only problem with these lengthy events is that you have to pay an entry fee that obviously is gonna be useless because it's gonna be money thrown to the trash. But as I say, right now money is not really a problem, so I don't really mind. Just that it's something that if it keeps happening for an extended period of time, it wouldn't be. Though at the same time, I was thinking, if I run out of money, what will be the issue? Because you know that if I run out of money, it's not like I need to install any upgrade or purchase any car, so it wouldn't make any difference for me. Actually, I think that it doesn't matter, and keep in mind that the crew that you have to pay, like that crew, if you don't have money, they don't mind. They work for free, you know. They don't care if you don't have money. They are loyal to you. Like, they will keep working. They are pretty much slaves. I mean, working for no compensation, that's the definition of a slave. But assuming that you're not doing it as a favor, but it's supposed to be professional work that complete strangers are doing to another complete stranger, right? So yeah, at that point, that is essentially slave labor, yes. There is no other way of slicing it. Hopefully I can get into one more championship, though the chances of world championship are probably super low, so I don't really expect them to show up. But hey, will happen. I don't know. I could enter hill climb actually, now that I think about it, simply to install the final upgrade that is completely unnecessary. But I guess I could if I really wanted to, you know. Can I even install it though? Let me check. In 2 days, sure. Oh, and what about rally? Well, with rally I haven't really entered many. So I will enter this one, for example. Though another thing of doing this that is kind of bad is that if you care about things like statistics, this completely destroy any statistic that could matter, because the statistic is gonna show you losing everything. Which, yeah, I guess you are doing, but you're doing for lack of a better method of doing this shit, you know? It's not my fault. It is what it is. So be it. I'm still a little bit afraid about V-Rally to go for full difficulty. Might be a bad idea, but maybe not. I don't know. Also, I'm seeing how my money is slowly going down by doing this. As I say, we don't need the money. The money here is irrelevant. Serves zero purpose. Well, I did unlock that upgrade, so just for the lulz I'm gonna install it. Almost full braking. This thing is at full. The only thing that is not at full is this one. It's with how little it changes, as I said, it really doesn't matter, and even less so in something that I already have, which is V-Rally. So yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, every other discipline I have the car fully upgraded. And it doesn't mean that it's the most optimal thing, because maybe it's not the most optimal car, and it also doesn't have the most optimal upgrades, but it should be good enough. I mean, so far it has shown to be good enough no matter what, so yeah, I'm assuming it will be. Yeah, let's see. I really hope I can get at least another event, because otherwise it will be a little bit of a lame end of the stream. Well, the stream itself is already extremely lame with this farming, but I really want to beat the game, you know? Like, if I didn't like the game, I wouldn't be doing this, but I do like the game. Like, I just wish that this shit wasn't like this, but it is whatever, you know? Can't do much about it. Oh, okay, a V-Rally, but it's a normal championship. God damn it, dude. That would be so nice if instead of white, those were golden. Come on, dude. So, well, you have confirmation here that even winning every single championship, regular championships can still appear. Like, you are not safe from them. Though here, ironically, the best thing you can do is participate and abandon. So that way you... Though here... Kinda interested to see how the AI behaves. Well, the problem is that the qualifications are not particularly a good point of reference, but look at that, in barrel roll, just like that, beautiful. Alright, but yeah, no, we gotta keep going like this. Damn it, dude, if only those laurels were golden instead of white. Why do you have to be white? Damn it. It's fine. It seems like getting those golden things will be a problem. I kinda wonder if the reason why I got the World Rally Championship was because of the... If it was because of the current Asian that I have that has a better chance of spawning rally events. The problem is that if I were to change the a buggy championship, if I were to change the Asian, the problem is that all of them are lower level because of how much I've been getting fucked. But at the same time, I will do it. I mean, yeah, maybe they are gonna have less of an effect, but it is what it is. Let's do it. I mean, at this point, it's not like it really matters that much. I will enter, though, whatever championship shows up, assuming I have enough money to do so, simply so I can make the most days pass. Since this one is 5 days for free, might as well. Yeah. Hopefully you will make a couple of... Well, a couple, no, it doesn't have to be a couple. It has to be a single World Rally Championship. Well, a B-Rally, Rallycross World Championship. That's the only thing I need from that ancient. If you manage to do that, that will be very good. Like, it's one of those things where you have only one shove. You have only one shove, you don't have more than one. So you better make it happen. Shouldn't be hard for you. I mean, you should have contacts and all that, you know? So yeah, put in the work. Well, with the amount of money that I have here, I am thankfully able to enter a lot of these long duration events and make the time pass faster. So that's the one thing that I wonder if it would have been so much work for them to put a button that just says skip X amount of days. Because you're gonna lose money, yes, but so what? I mean, if anything, that should be bad for you, you know? That you do it at your own risk. But no, you don't have that option. Seen a lot of 3-star events happening. I mean, you can tell how random it is with 3-star events happening out of nowhere for no particular reason. It's just that way I would wish that for no particular reason a world championship appear, you know? That would be pretty nice, if you ask me. I'm about to fall below $600. I don't know what currency it is, but yeah. Damn, I actually got my money back from... So extreme Kana events seem like they are worth it to abandon to... Why do I get money from forfeiting extreme Kana? That's weird. Or was that simply like luck? Maybe it was luck. No. Okay, so I didn't know that extreme Kana also, but I think it only works in things with more than one event. If it's only one event, it's not gonna work. Well, whatever. Also, I'm glad that despite the fact that I'm loading shit so fast and so much, it's not really making my PC work any harder. It's still working well. You know, that's cool. Yeah, I guess I can do this hill climb. A hill climb is the one category I think that if you don't finish it, like you don't get shit. Like you don't get any money by abandoning. Unless someone else forfeited as well, I think. But yeah, no. Them three-star events, huh? I can do the buggy one. It's 5 days. Yeah, this seems like a more optimal way of farming the championships, but it's still a pain in the ass. No matter what. Find the clapping a little bit ironic. The clapping that happens in the menu. It's like it's a sarcastic clapping. Is the game making fun of you for wasting time like this? It's fine. Also, I can ironically upgrade the rally car right now. I cool. Yeah, I can fully complete the upgrades. But essentially right now, I have every single of my active cars upgraded. Just like that. That doesn't matter at all, but hey, it's cool. It's a nice thing. All of my cars are fully upgraded. I really would love to participate in the Rallycross World Championship. Like I really just want to race, you know. I mean, I wouldn't mind at this point any World Championship as long as it's not the rally one. I wouldn't mind, but man, I really want a World Championship to appear. At this rate, it seems that I probably will have to end the stream empty-handed. Well, not really empty-handed as in the whole stream, but empty-handed at least lately. So 444 in performance points. Nice. Cool number. Yeah. Now I'm thinking that Rally World Championship really was a fluke and that it's not gonna appear again for a very long time. I think we were just witness of a fluke. Damn it. Well, the problem is that if I do get a World Championship right now, it will probably take quite some time. Well, I mean, today it's Saturday, so it's not like I cannot stay up late, but yeah, no World Championship. Damn it, dude. Like, the ideal way of doing, like, if you want to make random events, I feel like the best way to do it is that if you have a regular V-Rally Championship, pretty cool. Just a regular ass V-Rally Championship. Damn it. Now my question is, can the employees that you hire go lower than level 8? Like, can they go back to level 1? No, it seems that 8 is the lowest. Like, it cannot be more pathetic than that. Well, or maybe it can, but I mean, I've been forfeiting like more than 10 events in a row and I still haven't gotten below 8, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Would be very messed up if you did need a specific agent to make this thing show up, but I mean, that's not what I read in the Steam forums. I mean, not saying that the Steam forums have the absolute truth, but I would imagine that someone would have mentioned that they did need to have a specific, you know, agent, but no, they didn't. Well, at least the few people that managed to have enough patience to do the shit that I'm doing right now, and I cannot imagine that being that many people. Only only world championships remain, so it's probably gonna be 3 times as painful as it's been all this time. It is what it is. So I wonder what should be the limit here of me attempting to make this appear for today. Like, what limit should I put? I don't know. Also, now that I think about it, one thing that I could do for the next stream, since it wouldn't really make any difference anyways, I could simply off stream try to make one of these shits spawn. You know? It's not like it adds anything to show it on stream. The problem is that I do that and then for the next one it will still happen on stream unless I stop doing that and play something else. But what a pain, dude. What an absolute pain. Yeah. It's really fucked up when you see games like this that get ruined by things that are so easy to correct, you know? Like, this doesn't require anything other than switching some settings in the code that don't even require changing the logic of the game, you know? Because yeah, you probably cannot change the randomness without changing a lot of things, but what you can probably change is the chance of championships appearing, so that way it's a lot easier for the championships to appear. That's something that doesn't require you to rewrite the whole game or anything like that. It just requires you to enter in whatever configuration file that's written. And even if it's hard-coded inside of the code, it's only a matter of finding the value and changing it, you know? And it's a shame because it's such a small thing, but it really ruins this mode. Because doing this is obviously not fun to do. But yeah. Not like you have a choice, you know? Alright, let's do it like this. I'm gonna try this for 8 more minutes, just to reach the 3 hours and 10 minute mark. If I don't find any world championship, I'm just gonna do a random event to finish off the stream without quit. Oh, okay, nice. B Rallycross with only 2 races. Nice. So we get the Rallycross World Championship. So maybe the Asian does make a big difference here, because the Asian that I have specifically benefits Rallycross. All right. I'm still gonna do full difficulty. I know that this might be a mistake, but I don't give a shit. I'm going full difficulty because you know that if you fuck up, you can restart. And I'm pretty sure my car is more than capable of winning. Like, with full acceleration, it's the most important stat in this. Like, acceleration is truly the most important stat you have. Here I'm going quite far from the rest, so keep in mind that these opponents are not really the real ones here. The real ones appear on the following stages. This is simply the qualification. Once the semi-final appear, you get more, you know, harder to beat opponents, and then by the time that you get to the finals is where you get the hardest opponents. But yeah, I think I should be fine. I mean, it really makes an insane difference having full acceleration. So that means that there's only, assuming I can win this one, it will be very embarrassing if I manage to not win this one, but if I win this one, there will be only 3 remaining, 3 world championship remaining. Also, it's interesting here that you can tell that some of the roads being closed is essentially what defines the track. Yeah, but some of the roads closed are basically what would have been the show car lap. So these things really do have quite a lot of variance, huh? Really seem to have them. So yeah, I know that these are only the qualifications, but then I'm completely obliterating these guys. Yeah, that's just how important acceleration is. But not just in rallycross, in everything. I mean, there is a reason why a lot of cars, when they want to sell themselves, right? Like the marketing for selling a car is you can go from 0 to 100 in like 5 seconds, right? Like that's why that's a selling point, because it's very good to accelerate. But usually that tends to happen in drag racing, though. Like acceleration in drag racing is extremely important. I mean, it's basically the only important thing. But even if it's not drag racing, here if we're talking about, you know, circuit racing, acceleration is extremely important. In fact, top speed is something that is barely important in most cases. It's only important for some very, very specific tracks that are very unique, you know, stuff like Le Mans. In something like Le Mans, you do want good top speed. But in most other tracks, top speed, you are not gonna reach it most likely. Even the ones that have long straights, because they are not as long as they might need to. Also, very weird overall here that this World Championship is still so... like, it's only 2 races. And there have been rally cross championships before. Even, I think, not only championships, but also 3-star events that had 3 races in total, so that seems extremely random as well, you know? You would think that this being the World Championship, which is supposedly the hardest thing ever, that it will have a little bit more events, because rallycross has a lot of races, you know? I guess they don't want that to be the case. And it's really insane how this car is handling. Like, it's a miracle of the universe. It even, like, remember this car without upgrades that, as I say before, there were some places, I think with 50 points of difficulty even, that I struggled to win. And then you have this shit here, not only winning by a lot, but I'm almost about to lap the cars. Like, I'm about to lap my opponents. Like, it's nothing. I guess that's also another thing that the game might lack a little bit, which is, I don't know what happened there, but it lacks balance. Like, essentially a car that is not upgraded is the same as a bad car, you know? I don't think that that's something that should happen, because that makes it so when you enter with an unupgraded car, you realize how much the opponents can best you, and you are like, okay, well, I should upgrade it. And then you upgrade and this happens. Like, you should leave these guys behind, like very far behind even. And it's quite ridiculous, you know. I almost got scared that the game crashed or something, but no, it didn't. Just the typical server error. Well, that's the thing. It's been so long since I participated in an event instead of just skipping like a moron that I kind of forgot that message appeared, you know? But yeah, it did appear. Now, I do wonder how I will do in an event that has less dirt than this one, because maybe partly the reason why I'm doing so well is because the AI does very badly in dirt in these events. I mean, I have my doubts that's the case, but you never know. And it's crazy that did the choker lap and they are still so far behind. A world championship, by the way. Hardest challenge in the game, by the way. Well, and the randomness here not only hurts the fact that you can barely participate in these events, but also that the event itself is not that impressive because it's only 2 locations and apparently against rivals that cannot even get close to you, you know? Yeah, I feel that at that point, if you wanted to keep everything random, I mean, it would still be bad, but at the very least make the world championships static in terms of what the contents are, you know? Like make the races all happen always in the same track. Because otherwise you can have a world championship like this that barely even feels like a world championship, you know? Yeah, whatever. Well, and the thing about Rally Cross is that I will say that's probably like this. Well, no, buggy is probably a harder discipline. I was about to say that the only world championships remaining are the easiest ones, but yeah, technically buggy is slightly harder than Rally Cross simply because of how fucked up the tracks are, so I guess in that regard the difference is not that big. How to lap these guys too. You know that I mentioned that in the final the opponents are supposed to be stronger. Well, I wouldn't really be seeing it. And I hope that at least in the next race they try a little bit harder to stop me. But it's not just that, it's the fact that these cars are from the second category, which is, I mean, the same category of the car that I'm using, but wouldn't they be third category if it's supposedly the hardest event? Unless they only show up at category 2 if you use category 2. I don't think that's the case. Let's repair this. What's the last one? It's China. It also has, why, 60% dirt? Really? Do you? Was there dirt in this track? Well, I guess there was. But maybe I never particularly played this variant. Or maybe I did and I don't remember. Well, if dirt is what slowed these guys down on the previous one, then do not expect to win this. But man, I feel like I'm using a cheat car right now. Really feels like it. Because the other guys are not even close. Yeah. We got a genuine cheat car. very weird. I know that some of the upgrades for this car, I remember when I applied them that they increase the stats in a very exaggerated way, but damn, dude. This is some next level shit. Truly is. Yeah, this simply reminds me of, you know, it's a game that I played not that long ago, which is the Sonic and the Secret Rings. That's a game that absolutely fucking sucks, but anything related to art is very good, right? So it makes you feel bad that the artists put all their soul, all their effort into doing something good for a game that ends up being shit. And in this game, it's not like that, but it's even more sad because the gameplay is also good, differently from the Secret Rings, right? Like, the gameplay is good, and so are the graphics. Well, music it doesn't really have, so whatever. But like, the graphics and the gameplay are fantastic, but those all get ruined by whoever decided to be the one that dictated the progression of the main mode of the game. And it's such, as I said before, such a small thing that ruins absolutely everything. It makes it even more sad than in a game like Sonic and the Secret Rings that as a game is unsalvageable. But this one as a game is good. So the progress being so bad really stings even more. It is what it is. I guess, at least in terms of progress, the best game in the series still remains to be the Rally 2. This one, though, in terms of gameplay, is very clearly the best one, which is not a hard thing to do considering that you're competing against PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. As a modern game, you're competing against them. That's not hard to best them on, but yeah, in terms of progression, the Rally 2 is still the best one, without a doubt. Well, in terms of progression and as a whole package, because if you tell someone, you know, what game do you recommend me to play, and you simply say the game without any sort of further indication, the Rally 2 is easily the right choice. Obviously, that's assuming they don't mind playing all games, because a lot of people don't like playing all games. But if they don't mind, then yeah, that's the best experience you're gonna have. This one, it's only if you warn them beforehand. The main mode has very bad progression, the online is dead because the server's closed. So, if you don't mind just doing single events, then yeah, it's a very nice thing. But if you want it to be more of a campaign experience like the previous ones, then no. I mean, for fuck's sake, even B-Rally 3 has a better progression, and that game is one of the most boring racing games I played. But in terms of progression, it's certainly better than this one. At that point, I guess the progression matters very little because that game is so boring that it will have the best progression in gaming history and it will still be boring. So yeah, at that point the progression is not important. But it is certainly better than the one in this game, without a doubt. I wonder though if the online was still alive, how good / bad the connection will be. Something tells me that probably not very good, but hey, you never know. Will be very good for all I know. But yeah, most likely not. reason my car slided a lot more in that corner. I'm not sure why. Whatever. And I'm again about to lap these guys. At the same time, they are having accidents. If you look at the minimap, so well, I mean, even if they didn't have accidents, it's very clear that I'm way faster than them, you know. Also, wasn't this the race that I couldn't win? No, it was in a different track. It wasn't this one. It was a different track that had a very messed up corner that I remember. That I could only get second place in the final. Not that big of a deal. Well, I won this semi-final by lapping every single competitor. That's a shame. Yeah, it happened. Well, final race. I don't think these guys are gonna give me any trouble, but hey, it's the last chance they have to at least pretend that they are not absolute showers. Hey, unfortunately right now, really the only exciting world championship remaining is the buggy one. Because the Extreme Cana one is not gonna be that different from the regular championship, and we already saw how free that one is. And then for the hill climb, I also don't think it's gonna be even close. I unfortunately oversteer a little bit too much. Not like it matters, but as you can see, it clearly doesn't. Yeah, like hill climb and extreme climb. Well, at least hill climb, I have the hope that it's gonna give me chance to not get accidents. Because with extreme cana, even though accidents are possible, I pretty much memorize all of the tracks, it's not gonna happen. But with hill climb, yeah, technically at any point accidents are very likely to happen. And the tracks are very long, just like in rally, so that means that retrying them most of the times is not really an option. So at that point, I guess that one can also be exciting in a way. So yeah, I guess it's not that bad. I mean, the only bad thing is getting them to pop up, I guess. That's gonna suck balls. But yeah, I guess they both buggy and hill climb can be a little bit exciting, okay? It's just a little bit. I mean, extreme cana simply, well, it will be very sad if extreme cana is the last one to show up. So why the fuck did that happen? What the hell? That was weird. Can I get out of here? Yeah, you can get out of there without respawning. How did that accident even happen, dude? That is very weird. Yeah, sure, why not? I guess. Feels like sometimes the car struggles more doing corners, but I mean, it's something that I would care if I had any chance of losing. I mean, look at that. I lost 12 seconds and look at how far the second place still is from me. So, yeah. Doesn't seem like it will really matter too much. I guess that... Oh. Don't take the choker lap. Don't do it. I'm gonna say that at this point, the only world championship with the cars fully upgraded that is something that I probably cannot beat is the rally one. At full difficulty, that is. Because yeah, I did beat it with 50 points of difficulty, but at full difficulty, I feel like even with the fully upgraded rally car, I don't think I can beat it. Like, rally is very easily the hardest discipline. And I would love to try harder if it was available constantly. Like, if you could try it anytime you want, but you cannot try it anytime you want, so yeah. Instead, you kinda have to eat shit, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Well, I won, but by quite a lot even. But yeah, I guess I'm the V-Rally Cross World Championship. Nice. It wasn't that hard. I really expected it to be hard though, judging by the previous Rally Cross tournament, but no, it was not. At least I have a lot of money to keep farming the rest of the championships. The ones remaining are Extreme Kana, Buggy, and Hill Climb. So yeah, even though, wait, hold up, before I do anything else, let me see if I find an Asian that, no, unfortunately not. It wasn't a specialist in another discipline, but no. That's fine, whatever. So I guess that even though with what you've seen today, it seems like it's a very bad idea to, to try whatever is remaining. Since I came this far, I might as well want to complete whatever is remaining. So I think that I probably will keep trying tomorrow to do the remaining World Championships, because as I also said some time ago, this is a game that you want to play it outside of summer. So summer is about to approach, so I need to beat it before that happens. So I most likely will stream it tomorrow, but yeah, it will be as painful as it was today to get the World Championships to show up, but I just wanted to beat it. That's it. So yeah. Thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.